practice sports, some of you might like reading, some of you might play an instrument. All of us have something that we like and something that we enjoy doing. My hobby is photography. And why do I think photography is a great hobby? First, with photos you can tell a lot of things. One photo can tell you a story, one photo can tell you one feeling, one photo can say a lot of things without saying a word, without having even say anything. When you are looking at the picture, you can have a lot of feelings and you can tell a lot of things. That is something really interesting. The other day I was looking at one documentary film. It is called Born into Brothers. In this documentary film, about some other things, there was one photographer who gave some kids in India living in Calcutta as a camera. The kids were having a camera, they were living in a really poor area. So the kids started playing with the camera, they started taking pictures of everything, of the family, their house, the people over there. And when the photographer saw the pictures, when she saw the results, that was really interesting. She was able to tell how the kids were living, how were their families, how were they playing, how was everything around them. She was able to tell that just by looking at the pictures. And the result was really great because just by taking a picture of one old lady, that old lady was telling a lot of things just by looking at her eyes. So that is one really good thing about photos, right? That they can tell you really interesting things or feelings, a lot of things. The next thing is that, or the next point is that you can keep a record of the things that you are living at the moment, or the things that you are seeing in that moment. For example, you are going and you take your camera so you can keep a record of those moments, of those places, and you can remember the places and the moments that you live at that time. So maybe in 3 years when you're looking at those pictures, you go back to those moments and you live those moments again so you can enjoy the moments again. The same happens with important events in our lives. That's why we take pictures in weddings, in parties, in some important events, because we want to live the same moment on the next time and we want to live the same moment later. Also, it's very good when we see pictures of us when we were kids and we are looking at that picture and we say, hey, I was living a really good time I was having fun at that time and I was really enjoying that moment with my parents or with my brothers or playing or whatever. So that is also one important really thing about photography. You can keep records of those kind of things. The third one is that with photography, you have a lot of variations of photography. You can take pictures of people, portraits. You can take pictures of landscapes. You can take pictures of everything. If I am here right now, I can take a picture of my finger, and that might be a really good picture. I can take a picture of you, and I can make it really interesting. I can take a picture, and I can go to Chupinque, and that would be also really good. So if you're really into, I don't know, flowers, you really like flowers, so you can apply the photography to get the pictures of the flowers. And also with the photography, you get to know into details. What do I mean by this? Maybe right now we are here, we are looking at this room, and we live and we don't recall anything about that. But when you are taking photos, you are looking at the details. You are looking what can be interesting, so my picture is a good picture, or what can I tell here? Maybe from this table, I can make something really interesting, and I can look at the details, and those details might make the photo to be interesting. Also, with the photography, you can play with colors, right? You have seen photos in black and white, and those photos are really good because in those photos we are not focused on anything more than the subject. You can have only one person, one clock, something, and you're only focused on that. But then if you have the same picture in color, you might see it in a totally different way. It might be that the picture is yellow and you can feel warm, or it's on I don't know, green, and it makes you feel more, you have a different perspective of the same photo. So you can play a lot of things, and you can play with a lot of variations of the photography. Next one is the technical parts. Now that you have your subject, now that you have identified why do you want to take a picture of, okay, now I need a camera, but what camera do I need? Can I use my cell phone camera? Do I need to use a Nikon camera, a Canon camera? What kind of camera can I use? You can use anything. Also, there are a lot of technical aspects of the photography: aperture, velocity, ISO, light. What kind of light can you use? So when you have identified your subject, I know that a lot of you have seen the moon, right? There are some nights when we see a big moon and we see it and we say, oh my God, this is really good. So we want to take a photo, but then when we take a look at that, you look at the picture and the moon is looking this small. So you say, come on, why can the camera don't see the moon the way I see it? And that's why you use different techniques, and that's why you have all of these technical stuff that you can use to take your photos and to make your photos big and great photos. So for all of these points, I think photography is a really great hobby. I like photography. Also, I like to see documentaries of photographers because they have really good stories to tell. So I hope you can enjoy. Sometimes you also have the opportunity to enjoy the same hobby. So that's it.